Hey everybody, happy Friday. Happy Friday on a Labor Day weekend. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope that life has been good for you. So, congratulations on getting through another week. The fall is upon us. Labor Day. The swimming pools around here are going to be closing down this weekend. It's really happening. We're really in the fall now. I have been loving jumping on and doing these videos with you guys. If you have questions for me, please ask me in the comments. I love taking them. I love looking when I'm done and going, oh, that's a great question. That's a fantastic question. So guys, welcome on in. Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Oh yeah, Sarah's already jumping in to the question of the day, guys. The question of the day is, what do you do when you're dreading an appointment? Or what do you do when you're dreading a client that's coming in? I think this is so important because I think a lot of us spend a lot of our day in this state of dread. Think about it. I know that I'm not the only one who the worst part of my day is me imagining what the worst part of my day is going to be. And this is it. Like, the things that I think of in my mind about, like, oh, this is going to be awful, they never happen. And it always goes better than I think. And honestly, there's stuff that I think is going to be great. This is the stuff that will just go off the rails. And it's generally things out of my control. But the things, guys, the big thing for me. So I had an appointment coming in. I'll tell you the last one that I remember dreading. I had an appointment coming in. And the person had gotten an appointment online, and so they typed in what they were coming for. And so they were coming for a wellness appointment. And they had typed, there's a laundry list of things, bring a notebook. And that's what they wrote in the appointment schedule. And so, of course, I'm like, oh, great. This is going to be a huge thing. This is going to be my day. It's going to be a huge thing. And it's going to be a bunch of stuff that I'm going to have to wrestle with, or I'm going to have to tell them I can't see all this stuff, and they're going to be upset, and they're going to be angry, and they'll be so mad that I can't see them. And then the person calls right before the appointment and says, I'm running a little bit late. And then I was like, oh, she's running late. Laundry list of things, bring a notebook, and I'll be late, so you have less time. And I was like, oh, this is the worst. And you know what happened? She showed up, and she was like 15 minutes late, and she was wonderful. She was the nicest little old lady, and she had her little dog with her. And you can imagine, she's a little lady, and he's this 7-pound poodle who's completely spoiled rotten. He's like 3 years old. There's nothing wrong with this. Like, he's the healthiest little dog ever. But his mom was like, I worry about him. And she does worry about him. He's the center of her world. And she was wonderful. And we did some blood work just to check out and make sure that he was doing great. And everything comes back totally normal. He's just spoiled rotten. And she was the most delightful person. And I'm so glad that she came. And she got there, and she's like, I'm sorry I'm late. He's just such a handful. He's hard for me. And he gets a 7-pounder. He's a 7-pounder. But, she was doing her best, and I'm glad that I got to help her, and it really wasn't any inconvenience for me, and I really liked her a lot. And so I put that forward. I don't think I'm alone in having these experiences. Guys, I think that the stories we tell ourselves, I think they really, really matter. And I think if we tell ourselves, this is going to be awful, this is going to be horrible, then we make it awful and horrible. Usually it's more awful and horrible than it actually is, because we make it that way. And again, I'm not blowing off the fact that we have a hard job. We do have a hard job. But that makes it more important to say, you know what, I'm going to choose to like these people. And I'm going to choose to just say, it is what it is. And that's the truth. It is going to be what it's going to be. And so me worrying about it doesn't help that much. And being honest with you guys, like, I wrestle with this. This is a thing that I very much have to be like, nope, I'm not going to get down. I'm not going to worry that my afternoon is going to be crazy, because it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm instead going to decide that I'm happy because I'll be doing a job that I'm good at and that I like, and that I'm working with people that I like and I enjoy spending time with, and I'm going to meet new people and I'm going to help people. I'm going to do a lot of good in the world today. And when I'm done, I'm going to feel good because I worked hard and I did good in the world. And guys, that's a mental choice that I make. And it matters. So my shirt, my shirt. This is camouflage that I wear in this in the doctor's office here. So if I don't want to get found, I just press up against the wall, and my shirt blends in like a chameleon, and the techs can't find me. So that's that's why I wear this shirt. But yeah, now there are appointments that you really dread for a good reason. Meaning, I'm dealing with a client that is nasty, or that is not kind to me, or I've had bad experiences with this person. And I don't want to throw those out and just say, you need to change your thinking. I think changing your thinking is the best thing that you can do up to a point. Up to a point, right? One of the real tricks, I think, to enjoying your career, and I teach this because I think it's really important, it's called deep acting. Like, deep acting is not, a lot of us go in and we put on our customer service face, and we try to make the person think that we like them. And I would say that don't do that. That's a waste of time. Center yourself and decide that you like the person, and convince yourself that you like them, and watch what happens. Because even the challenging clients, the ones who are difficult, they have a number of requests, or they can be quite particular about what they like. If you decide that you like this person, and they're a quirky person and they want what's best for their pets, and you're up to the challenge and you can handle that, it's not a big deal because you are good, then you can have that mentality. And honestly, it's amazing. People read you. When you walk into the room and you're ready to fight and you're like, all on pins and needles, they're going to be on pins and needles too. And the whole thing is going to escalate. But if you walk in and you genuinely like this person, it diffuses so much of any tension that they have, and it happens at a subconscious level. It's really amazing. And so I tell you, I swear is a great tip. It really does work. Decide to like your clients. Decide to like your boss. Decide to like your coworkers. Just truly decide. Tell yourself, I do like this person. They're quirky. They're awkward sometimes, but they have a good heart, and I really like them, and I'm going to like them. And see what happens. Now, all of that comes up to the line of you're dealing with someone who genuinely you've tried to like them, and this is not happening. And this is something that's really stressing you out, all the way to the point of this person comes in and they're toxic, they're abusive. It is not wrong. It is not wrong to say, hey, I've had bad experiences with this person, and they really stress me out. Is it possible for me to swap this appointment with someone? And I don't think that's wrong. And a lot of people go, oh, but then you're giving this person to someone else to deal with. And guys, some people just don't mix, and we all have those people where you're like, I don't like this person, and they don't like me, but they get along great with this other person. Great. I don't necessarily think that you're sending in someone else to have a bad experience. You're saying, I clash with this person. Would you be willing to trade appointments with me? I don't think that's a big deal. If you get to a place where you really don't want to see this person, and other people really don't want to see this person because they've had these bad experiences, it may be time for us to have some communication with the client as a practice about the fact that our staff doesn't want to see you anymore. And that's a delicate conversation, and I think it requires more nuance than we have time for right here. But, yeah, guys, doctors will ask me, they're like, when do you fire a client? And I'm like, when my staff gets stressed out because they're coming in. And I don't mean one person. I mean the staff is all stressed. The front desk is stressed. The techs don't want to see it. See this person. Like, when everybody's on pins and needles and this person hasn't even come in the building yet, that's a bad sign, guys. And, we're not obligated to keep seeing these people. There's a lot of times people go, what do you do with this horrible client? And I say, we take care of them now because they're here, and we take care of them. But I'm not obligated to see them again. And I'm not obligated to have them back if they're that horrible. Because a lot of times, people are people, and a lot of times, if you as a practice owner, as a practice manager, as a medical director, are willing to say, hey, Mr. Pet Owner, what happened when you were here? Our staff was really upset after you left. A lot of times they will break down and go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been dealing with a lot of things, and I apologize. I've seen that a bunch of times. People are people, and everybody's doing their best. And so it doesn't mean that everybody's a good fit, and it doesn't mean that you should be abused. You guys know how I feel about that. It's not okay. But your hands aren't tied. There's things that you can do. So anyway, guys, assume the best in people. Decide to like the people you work with. Choose your own thoughts, right? Choose to be positive. Choose to believe this is going to be a good day. I'm going to do good in the world. This is going to go well. We're going to help people. I enjoy my job. And it just makes the day go better. I promise it does. Anyway, guys, that's it from me on Friday. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. And I hope I see you guys sometime out in the world before long. I'm actually traveling for the first time. The first time this weekend in like a year and a half. I'm going to go to Western Vet Conference. So if you guys are there and you see me, come and say hi, and we can touch elbows, or we can maybe take a socially distant selfie. We have to have really long arms so we can stand far apart. But I'd love to see you if you're there. Take care of yourself, guys. Be well. Enjoy your weekend.